Y'all, sunshine. I hope everybody's having a great weekend. I wanted to talk to you about, y'all saw this in my last video that I had gotten this Innovations knitting machine. And I just wanted to talk and let you know how I'm liking it so far. It's frustrating. It is very frustrating because I'm not quite getting what I want, the results I want. And it takes a very long time to make a hat. So I don't know if I don't know. I still gonna have to practice on this thing. But there's a lot of videos on YouTube, but they're under the AliExpress titles because there's like maybe a handful of Innovations knitting machine things. My biggest problem is that it comes with a yarn guide thing that's supposed to hold the tension, but it don't do worth a dang. So I have to hold my tension and try to hold this and do this at the same time. You're supposed to be able to use the yarn tensioner and hold the handle and do it like this. But I can't. I have to hold the yarn and try to hold this. So I'm going to have to figure out how to clamp it to a table or whatever, because the AliExpress, it comes with clamps that'll clamp it to the table. This does not come with clamps. So you got to get creative of how to hold the yarn, hold this machine, and knit at the same time. Because I'm learning when it starts jumping all over the place is when the skip stitches happen. And I don't know if y'all are down. I don't know if y'all can see me or not, but we're going to try this. Okay, so this is, let me get to my first hat I made. The first hat I made is not that one. Is this disaster. And it's got the scrunched at the top. And then it's just got real loose. The bottom was really, really loose, and I couldn't figure out what to do. And I seen people use clothespins, so I thought, well, I'll try something different. And so my next hat, somebody said you just make a giant tube and twirl it in, and it'll make a hat on itself. So that's what I did. Is I made a tube. Push the, I'm sorry y'all, I'm having to stay up high because my camera won't go down. So y'all should know by now my videos don't work out great like I want them to. Okay, so anyway, so that makes your hat. And then you pull up the brim and you got a hat. But the problem that comes with it is when you take off your hat, the inside comes out. So I was like, okay, that's definitely not the way I want to go on that because I don't want this to come apart. So, and again, the bottom was all loosey-goosey. So the situation, I was like, I gotta find something heavy enough that I could tie my beginning yarn to, and it'll hold that tension and hold it tight. So I took my sunscreen bottle, which is pretty heavy. I may go something heavier, but it does the job. And I tied my yarn to it, the tail that was coming through the machine, and I was able to get some really nice tension with it. Also, the videos show you use waste yarn first and then do your hats. So that's what I've done. And they started coming out better, but the sizing is still really pretty bad. I've got the brim hat on this one. I actually made a brim like you do on a regular loom. The inside is a disaster. But, I mean, nobody's really seen. But see how long this hat is? So everything I see says to do it 10 or 11 inches. Because I don't have a row counter on this one. So I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And so these hats are coming out really long. And then on this last hat I tried, came out really long again. But I decided to go without the brim. And I like that brim, but it's just so much work. And it came out really long. But somebody had said, start with waste yarn at the bottom, like I do, and then go and make your brim. And then, with your waste yarn on there, to pick up those stitches and do a crochet around. So this is a almost perfect hat, but look how long this thing is. So that's my biggest problem right now, is the length of these hats are just way too long. And some of them are just plain messy. I'm hoping to start making more hats for charity, but right now I'm having issues with getting these figured out. It is not as easy as you would think. And honestly, I'm half tempted to just go back to doing crochet because it takes me probably an hour or more to make a hat on this thing. When in crochet, I can make a hat in 20, maybe 30 minutes. So, I don't know. I'm not that thrilled with it, but I think a lot of it is in my setup. I need for this thing to be stuck down so that I can concentrate on holding the yarn and turning this handle and not have to worry about chasing the machine. I've tried to do it on my freezer here that I've got y'all set on, but it hurts my back to be standing and leaning over like that. So I'm trying to find a good solution that where I can sit and do it without it being horrible on my back. So, anyway, guys, thank y'all for watching. If you're interested in an Innovations machine, yeah, I do recommend it. They also have one from Loops and Threads at Michael's, and I don't know how much it is, but I've seen reviews, really good reviews on that. I've also seen the brand new Singer loom machine, not the older version. They came out with a new version that has legs. That one seems to work fantastic too. And I'm probably going to get that one because I need a smaller one to do scarves, because you don't want to do scarves on this big old thing. Oh, and it also does flat panels, where you can do flat panels and knit, crochet, or I would probably sew them together, crochet them together, and make giant blankets. So this is considered the king size, but I need a smaller one, so I'm probably going to get the Singer one because the reviews are pretty decent on it, and kind of go from there. But anyway, thank y'all for watching and have a great weekend. Bye, y'all.